Hey, what's up guys, Rampedi here. We're back with another episode. Now, how would you describe Mamelodi Sundowns' dominance? James Mayinga is here to tell us how. Let's go.
That's how it goes?
They keep asking about the best when they know it's me.
Okay.
Asking about the rest when they know it's me.
Straight in, I guess.
You know it's me.
Hey guys, another guest on Playing the Field with Shakes. Now, this is a guest that I respect. I respect his opinions. He gives a lot of his opinions. Morocco Swallows, Mamelodi Sundowns, Bidvest Vets, Super Sport analyst. James Mayinga, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Shakes, in your program.
No, man, it's always a pleasure, man. I have to ask the question because you still look like you can play. You still look like you can go another 90 minutes. What has life been like after retirement?
It has been a roller coaster, but we give thanks to the grace of God. And yeah, we have to age gracefully. You need to lead by example. And fitness, it's something that is second nature to me, to myself. And I'm happy to be where I am. I'm at a space where I trust to God for keeping me and making sure that after playing football, I'm still who I am, the type of opportunities that is opened for me and the doors that is closed for me that I thought they were opportunities. So yeah, I'm being thankful and grateful to the mercy of God.
No, I totally understand. Look, there was a big announcement that was announced from SAPA. They spoke about the coaching qualifications, the changes that are going to have to be made from 24 to 25 season. For people who are watching, and analysts yourself as well, why is this important for this to happen, that coaches in the DSTV Premiership must have a CAF A license?
Let's talk about knowledge. Knowledge is powerful, but applied knowledge is even more powerful. When you go out there and do skills development as a coach, you become more valuable in terms of your input, in terms of how you look at the game. Remember, this game revolves on a daily basis. And one of the things is that we need to acquire the necessary knowledge to impact the youngsters or the players that you'll be coaching. So we need to be in par with our European counterparts. Yes, it might not be something that happens overnight, but it's a right step in the right direction, because imagine not having the qualification. It's like asking for a plumber, but he doesn't have a certificate to be a plumber. So how are you going to trust him? Is he going to do a good job for you? So I think it's good. As much as we have played the game, but the qualification enhances your credibility as a coach.
No, 100%. I definitely hear you with regards to that. You're somebody who is an analyst as well, and you watch the game with a different eye versus what the fan would watch it in aspects. Are you able to detect from what you see on the pitch between someone who's got a qualification and someone who doesn't have a qualification?
Without a doubt. You look at there are a lot of aspects in the game of football that you need to look at. First thing, you look at the structure of the team. Mm-hmm. You look at how they play starting from the back. You look at how they combine defense into attack. You need to identify. You need to have a template. And from sitting on a Eagles point of view, you are able to see and watch to say, okay, here's what the coach is trying to do from, like, for example, the in thing now in football, you have to start from the back, the builder phase, but build or have the characteristics to start from the back. So it goes back to where? To the qualifications, to the coaching, in the grassroots, in the foundation phase. Because once the foundation is solid, trust me, will be unearthing gems that will be untouchable in the near future.
100%. And I think you're the best person to ask the next question. There was a point at some point that Mamelodi Sundowns was in and around everyone else, considering Pirates, considering Chiefs, considering everybody else. But now it seems like the gap is wide, so wide. I mean, what did Sundowns do right in your opinion to make sure that they're so far ahead of everyone else?
Sure, several factors, and I would like to jog your mind to when Coach Peter Mosimane took over. He had a long-term plan. Look, quick fix, microwave success doesn't sustain. So when he gets in there, the first thing that he did right, it was with regards to the recruitment of the players, because during our times, we were recruited very happy to play for Sundowns, but how many titles did we achieve by then? You find it's little that we can account for. But in terms of the game itself, playing for the big team, it was one of the big moments that I'll forever cherish. Now, because to win things, he wanted to win silverware with the teams. He had to go back to the template of, say, how do we recruit players? Where do I instill in terms of talent identification? It's one of the key areas nowadays that makes a team or a coach to be successful, because you can have the right methodology, but if you don't have the right equipment to execute the methodology, you are bound to fail. And it's one of them in and said, okay, fine, here's my templates. Let's go by it. Let's go by the book. Let us be theoretical. Let us be organic in our approach. Yes, as much as we have deep pockets, but we need to identify the right players for what. And when he took over at Sundowns, if I remember very well, they were in position 12 on the verge of falling for the relegation. But look today, what has happened becomes history, and they keep on they living up to their slogan, the sky is the limit. If you can't beat them, Paramisi Nombolo.
Now, there's two other signs. You just showed me the seventh sign. There's obviously this sign and there's this sign as well. And those are the ones that you would like to think should be able to compete with Mamelodi Sundowns. Orlando Pirates last won the league 11 years ago. The last time Kaizer Chiefs won the league was in 2015. So that's about 8 years ago per se. Why? Like, what has happened that they have fallen behind? And also the worst thing about it, James, is it doesn't look like they're going to win it anytime soon.
Let's look at the boss of Soweto. How many coaches have they changed in that process when they last won the league and up to today? And look at the number of players that has come and gone. The last time Kaizer Chiefs won, if I'm not mistaken, it was during Coach Stuart Baxter. It was 2015, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And look at that. Look at that time. Look at the stronghold of those players who were there. The only surviving member from that team, if I'm correct, is Itumele Nkune now at Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah, that's true.
The likes of Parker, Simpiwe Chabalala. So now it goes back to where talent identification. As much as we still embrace Itumele Nkune, we need to have somebody that is in the pipeline to take over from when Nkune leaves. You had distribution 101. He had good players by then, Abo Shaba, Abo Ye, Abo Parker, with good first touch. Now, when you have different players to what you used to, it means now you need to change as a player and accommodate those that are. And in doing so, it means some of your strength needs to be compromised because you have to adapt to the players. You look at the centre back pairing of Tifo Mashaite, Mulambo Ando Matoho. You look at Tsepo Masilela, Pagata. So those were seasonal players that will give you consistency week in, week out, and they were national team material. Now you look at the back four that they have is different. But the question is, did they use the same template that they used while Coach Baxter was there? So it's a work in progress. It's not just you're going to buy Shakes today and Shakes is going to deliver. Maybe Shakes might be good for a certain team, but when it comes to the big teams, they are too high. The demands are too high. Week in, week out, fans, management, they expect you to win each and every game. But more importantly, you as a player, you need to go into an environment where you are able to perform to the best of your ability. You look also in the form of Orlando Pirates. You look at Coach Jose. He's trying to do something different. The Spanish guitar, yes, the strings are not that strong in terms of how the league has gone. But if you look at the work that he has been doing with Pirates, it's something that he can tap his back to say, look, we're heading in the right direction. I mean, for him to introduce a young Mfokeng at that age into a Pirates lineup. When was the last time you see Pirates introducing youngsters at that age and still perform to the best of their ability? So it shows that we need to integrate this system together. Importantly, they need to work together as a collective, not as an individual, because it's not all about the coach, but the whole structure of Orlando Pirates, the whole structure of Kaizer Chiefs. Unfortunately, because of the dryness of silverware, pressure mounts each and every day for these players. Now, the question is, will they be like diamonds to be put on pressure, still blossoming or blistering?
So this is the fun part. It's just quick questions. It's whatever answer you'd like to give, it is fine. It's not a wrong answer, but it's totally up to you now that you are here. Analyst James, tell me something. Your favorite coach in the DSTV Premiership?
Coach Rulane.
What makes him special?
He's young and innovative.
Young, innovative. I really do like that. He's probably going to win another league.
Chances are, yes.
Chances are, yes. Okay, cool. your favorite player in the DStv Premiership right now?
Yo, big one, but Temba's one.
Temba's one. Tell me something. A player of his caliber, how has he been able to maintain his longevity?
Looking after yourself behind the scenes, because what you put in is what is going to show in the field of play.
Amazing. And then this one is more of the youngsters. You'd probably say maybe under 23. You'd say your favorite prospect in the DStv Premiership.
It has to be Relebogile Mofokeng.
Amazing. He had a trial in the UK and he's come back, of course. How far do you think his career can go?
The sky's the limit for him. I had the privilege of watching him during the Asian Cup when he was integrated in the DT team and when he was also integrated in the first team. So I know what he's capable of. Hence, I'm saying the sky is the limit. He will surpass the expectations.
I see. And then the final question, I ask this to every guest of mine. Any answer that you'd like to give? Where is South African football for you right now?
We're heading in the right direction. We're not yet there, but we're heading in the right direction. I think a collective effort will enable us as a nation to try and reach the perimeter that we have seen in 1996, where Bafana won the AFCON. I think everyone strive for that. Everyone strive. It's all about using our collective effort in making sure that together efforts achieves more.
James Mayinga, thank you so much for being a guest. I think you are one of the most humble analysts that I've seen, even on Twitter, as you also give your reviews. I don't know what your secret is. I think you must write a book so that all of us can age and look like you at 46.
But when I grow up, I want to be like you. Thank you, my brother, for having me on your show.
No, man, it's not a problem anytime. And hopefully we do speak again this time this season.
All right. Thank you so much. And have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It's time for Bet of the Week. Get ready to win big by placing the right bets on the right games.
The games come thick and fast during this December, guys. There's lots of games, but I'm going Premier League only. Manchester United going up against Aston Villa over 2.5 goals. Chelsea going up against Crystal Palace. Chelsea to win that one. Everton going up against Manchester City over 1.5 goals. Brighton against Tottenham over 2.5 goals. And the last one, my beloved Arsenal going up against West Ham. What do you think I said? Arsenal straight win. The odds 6.39. That's 6 times your money back. And if you want to win with me, click on the link below.
Remember to practice responsible betting at betway.co.za.
It's the final show for 2023. And I just want to take this time to thank my guests who have been on the show. Thank my team. You know, the people that I'm looking at, they're just behind the camera. You think it's just me. I'm just the face. That's all I am. But there's a lot of them that's here. I want to thank Betway as well for believing as well. And also you, liking, subscribing, criticizing, retweeting, following, the comments on Facebook and Twitter. I appreciate all of it. I really do. But if you haven't done all that yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified for future episodes.